Greetings.
Howdy.
Hello?
Hello.
Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? Let's get back out of this. And how are you? Good. Good, fine people today. I saw Mike says Tom Raid. Yeah. Well, that's just the way it goes. Anyway. Ish is always the awkward word. And shut up, spider. I'm at home. He's outside. He's go away. Right. All right. This thing is functional. Well, sort of for a change. I'm just curious where is. Nope, not near enough. Grab that one. I grab wrong end. Oh well, move. Okay. Not gonna argue that. Another one. So today we have a load of work to do. You know what? Just to show you guys. Black. Oops, not that. This free cam. So this is what we'll actually see when I've got the schematic turned off. This is what we did on Saturday. This is the top of the yellow submarine, which kind of looks derpy without the other pieces in it. But people rightly said I was about to close myself in with no frog lights. All right. I let you refresh. Well, Scrub beat you to the first year then. In that case, I do apologize. All right. So check mark that one. Oops, that's not what I want. That was fun. Oh, check the hill. Excellent place to start. All right. Exclamation point join. If you want to get in there, and I suspect the frog. The frog not be in there. Wow. Yes. Someone have coffee. I do. And a full bottle for hydrates. We're ready. Okay.
Del, you are echoing in streams.
Crazy. Okay, I've got it 3 different ways now. I hope I'm not echoing anymore. If I'm not echoing, I'm tinny. If I'm not tinny, I'm echoing. Or I'm muted. Okay. As we discussed last week, I have 2 different feeds for my microphone. And one of them is a bit of a pain, I guess. You can see, we have some buddies. So I was using, congratulations go to Mike Burton, the new champ of the hill. Yay, good going, Mike. #1 fan finger. Ooh, good choice. Excellent choice. Spell. There we go. Anyhow, so where we are is I have it's just the other side of the building, right? We're just staging things. But I had 5 on. That's bigger than I expected. I had 5 of the LAs, but from a bit of flying back and forth business, they disappeared. So I came and duplicated up a few more. Had to go and harvest the geode, which is, good news, I guess. It wasn't super exciting for people to watch, so that's why I didn't do it on camera. And where did I put it? The geode gave me probably 3 or 4, 51, I guess, out of that. That was not bad. That's just 1 geode. I don't think they drown like bees. They don't want to go underwater. So the blocks have to come to the surface, which is a bit of a challenge. I want to make sure I've got just enough here, so I'm just going to duplicate up one more so I can leave them behind. Oh, that's not where I put the leads. Where did I put the leads? I didn't need 12. Where did I put the leads? That would be where I put the leads. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to make up one more just so we've got an extra. A seed, if you will. That's just kind of gross, but... cruel, I guess is probably a better word than gross. Okay, and... oh. Dance! Ha 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 ha! Do... this one. Hello. Uh-oh. Huh. All right. Or not. That was interesting. Come on. Will you go down? Nope. That one doesn't... ah, there you are. Hello. Come here. You probably need a block, just so that you will stay around. For now, why not? I'll give you a chicken. We'll deal with that. It'd be cruel because there's all these cats. Oh well. Okay, let's put this stuff away so I don't lose the extra leads. I'm not even sure where I got them from. Somebody gave me leads, and I'll go with it. Works for me. Okay. This one. Cats eat them. Well, that's helpful to know. That's helpful to know. Okay, so this one, this one. Hello, come on, buddy. We're gonna have you. Let's see, where can you dance? Put you around the corner. That's good enough. We'll have you sit out over here. Sorry. Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not eating one for science, or like having them get eaten for science. Yes, LA's. I know. I took your disc. Excuse me. I figured since I had some from these guys, then I might as well use them. Like I got some from the thing. How have I been doing? Good question. Feeling like I'm always behind the 8 ball, I guess. That's pretty normal. Oh, whoops, I meant to put that away. Okay. So, let's put these in the toolbox before I forget where I put them. Shores, shears. Okay, I think we're alright. We don't have the world's best gear. We may have to pop partway through and go to the Ender? Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. I probably, if I'm going to do that, I should do that before we get started, because once we get rolling, and I have loose allies running around, it's kind of a pain to collect them up. Okay. Let's see if we can do. Yeah, that didn't help a whole lot. Okay, well, so we take a quick dip over there then, before we come back and do a lot more of the work. And do I have emeralds? Let's go find out if I have emeralds. For more destructible shovels. I do. What have we got for shovels? Efficiency 3. Don't want the fortune 3. Unbreaking is nice, but don't want that. And 4, breaking 3, mending. Okay, so this one's okay. So efficiency on the picks, but more importantly, the shovel. Little guy. Oh, duh. I moved him. That's why I'm not seeing that. Little guy. Buddy, way in the corner. Can you? You've got. I'm breaking 2. I'm breaking 2. That's not bad. We'll come back to that. What have you got? Efficiency 2, pick. You're not very helpful. You only have an unbreaking 2 shovel. So you're not very helpful. An unbreaking 2 pick. What did I do here? You were efficiency 2. It'll have to do. You're not very fast. That down there for now. We have to harass somebody else's villagers at some point. I don't need extras with these guys. Got a 4. Let's make the other one a 4. Who was this one? Is this efficiency 2? Well, unbreaking 2. Sure. Alright, that's close enough. Let's see what we can do to upgrade those tools. Then we'll head to the Ender and get out of here. I know you're stressy, buddy. Oops. This was unbreaking. 3, 4, 1, 2, 2 becomes that. Becomes 3, becomes 5. Let's see about making it 5, or we'll might keep it as 4. So let's go with 2, 2, 3, 3. That was not quite what I wanted. It's okay, it works. Unbreaking 2, 4 unbreaking 2. Huh. That was not what I thought I had. Alright. That's fine. Let's see if we can push that a little bit. I'm not super keen, but that can go up here for now. Actually, we're in the middle. We're between guys. This one and that one. Give me more iron. Okay, and we'll spread it out. That'll do for a minute or two. Shovels. What did I just forget to do? Shovel. I have breaking 2, efficiency 3. That could be 1 shovel. This one cost 4. Cost 7. Okay. Pairs. All right. So. Hey, Fox. So, apologies for that.
Hello.
It's been one of those weeks where the reality of getting close to the end of the school year was settling in. And, hang on a sec here. Duh. Let's swap that. So the reality of settling into the end of the school year. School year coming, I guess, end of the summer. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. Was settling in. So it wasn't that we've been busy in that sense. It's just been, I've been thinking a lot of the things that the kids wanted to do. You know, in this case, it's playing a lot of Sea of Thieves. Has been coming up a fair bit, and then of course appointments and whatnot. And so it's been also busy-ish because my daughter had her last outdoor soccer game of the summer on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. The teams unfortunately had some pretty poor showings, and I think the reason that they had some pretty poor turnout was actually related to the fact that most seasons, this particular club does a May and June, and then that's it. And then it's a different group for the summer clinics and whatnot. But then they have like a new session for indoor starting in the fall, usually early October, more or less. But this year, the system became different. This year, they decided that for some reason, the group that was in May and June would actually have soccer all summer long. Well, since nobody was prepared for that, it's just not what they normally did, then we had plenty of parents who said, well, we've got holiday plans, we're just not going to be there. So we had some really poor turnout for the majority of the summer season. And so the very last full game that we had on Saturday, there was 4 teams in her level. So in other words, hers and 3 other hers and and 3 others to play against. That's right. And she, when we got there, they were combining teams so that they would actually have a full rotation, as in kids could swap off for a change. We shouldn't have to say for a change because, normally they were supposed to be playing 7-on-7.
Howdy!
And I think this is the maybe second game all summer part of the outdoor season that I saw a 7-on-7. And the odd time they've made it shorter. Oh, is the odd time they've made it shorter? Not shorter, but with fewer players, but not all that successfully. Okay. We've got efficiency 4, unbreaking in 3, and what do we got? We've got 2 of these. Give me your shovels. Right. Oh. And breaking 2 times 2 becomes unbreaking 3. I did that wrong. Oh well. I'll use it eventually. And that becomes unbreaking 3. I did it wrong again. Oh well. We have the money. Where are we here? 2 more of these. What have you guys got? Probably nothing useful? Yeah. That's what I figured. I'm not tree chopping today. We will be at some point, but I'm not tree chopping today. Zerk's answer to the question of the day is he would watch repeatedly Big Trouble in Little China. What is it about that particular book that catches your attention? Inquiring mind wants to know. Sorry, not book, movie, sorry. 2 different things got crossed. One book about the environment. Well, one of the more famous ones that, thank heavens, I haven't had to read is Silent Spring by Rachel Carson, which was telling us about how chemicals sprayed in the environment are bad for us. There was one in particular, but it starts with a D, but at the moment the name escapes me. As usual. Did anybody renew? Oh, I think we're done. EDTs. Perfect, thank you. Exactly, Mama Bear. See? Somebody remembers. The reason I don't I'm very pleased that I haven't had to read it, is actually the fact that everybody talked about it. We all got in school, got to see documentaries about it, which gave you the gist of it and the summary of it, and that the effect that that the book was intended to have actually came about. Therefore, by the time I was in school, DDT wasn't as big an issue. So that was kind of nice. I mean, we've got Joni Mitchell and her big yellow taxi talking about DDT. And take spots on our apples, which is actually kind of interesting to say that because now we still have semi-pristine apples with edible food wax on them. So I'm not sure that we got all that far, because edible food wax is kind of gross when you eat too much of it. It can make, well, at least makes me feel pretty icky. But also, up in Canada, we've got a company, we call it Superstore. Out east, they call it Loblaws. So, Eastern US might have heard of it. And they tried briefly for a while to deal with the, so I have to think this through before I make a mistake. Again, that breaks unbreaking 3. Let's put this one in there, and that one in there. It's not great, but we've got ourselves a beacon out there, so I think we can survive. I have just a few. Okay, I wanted efficiency 2. This efficiency 2 is 3. Got it. So 3, and this. That's okay. We're headed to an ender. I'm okay with this. What did I grab? Breaking 2, efficiency 2. At least I can get, yeah, an efficiency 3 and breaking 3. That's not bad, but I think I'd be better off to do unbreaking 3 and throw it on the efficiency 4. And I'll have this one as an efficiency 4 and that one as a 3. Not a big brain. Not a big brain thing. What have we got? For the purposes of storage, let's just make a bunch of bricks, and then I can put them away. Right? Right. No, not that one. There. This one up there. Fortune 2, right. I didn't want to do anything with that. The fortune pick. Okay. I think I've got enough of my mess out of the way. Maybe. Yes, there is anvils there. So we're going to go and deal with that. The funny part is I made these doors. I have yet to use them. I haven't died yet, so we'll go with that. It's a bit of a blessing. I'm not dressed. I put down a box, but I'm not dressed for flying. Like when you go to the airport, you know, and you've got the people that dress up half decently, and then you've got the people that go in whatever is comfortable. When possible, I like to split the difference by having half-decent outfits. Uh-oh. Okay, sure. Going my way. I like to have like a half-decent looking outfit that looks, you know, respectable and polite should something come up, but also there's people that have to deal with nonsense from customers all day long. I'm going the wrong direction. I totally know that. Let's get down without crashing. Get down, please. Let's not crash. There we go. What do we got? This one. Let's turn it on. Confirm. And give ourselves the beacon. Where's the dragon? Outpost, Broadman shopping. Why am I looking at Overworld? This should be giving me the automatic ones. There we go. Dragon. On. Oh, guess we still have issues with that one. Okay. Here we go. So it was kind of in the right direction, I guess. Just didn't realize it was. Yes, there's anvils there too, so we can actually get these worked up. And that way I don't have to use the netherite tools as much. And we'll be doing a lot of up and down today. I think what I'm going to do is that. I thought about digging from the inside of the of the schematic that I had there, which was working for a while. And then I changed my mind so that it didn't. But I'm just trying to decide, do I want to show up here? No, no, no. Of course, Bobby. You want to have an update. You always do. There we go. Push. So anyway, where was I going with that comment? I don't know. I ate breakfast. I had the coffee. Meds were there at some point. Did somebody miss a torch? Didn't miss a torch, it's just that it could be teleported to. Okay. That says to me that possibly the Ender is not as far out as it was last year. Which is totally cool. I'm good with that. It does the job. A loss of a single Enderman here or there is not going to be an issue. Down. Oh, I was talking about scooping it. There we go. I was talking about scooping out the schematic. Where was I? So I thought, well, that's not a problem. You know, we'll just scoop from the inside. Well, two things happened. One, that it just felt it was taking forever, and I was not enjoying seeing a lot of the blocks like on the inside. Yeah, definitely we have some Enderman loose. So I was not enjoying seeing from the inside, but another piece of it was also that I couldn't through the transparency actually see the drowned until it was more or less too late. So that wasn't particularly helpful. Start with repairs. No. Never that close. That close is trouble. So anyway, even though I'd figured out how to deal with it, I turned on the bounding boxes. So when you see me turn on the schematic today, you'll see a large blue box around the outside of everything we were working on. And so I turned on all the borders for it. The reason that I did that was that I can determine where the outside edge of it is. And that will give us an opportunity to basically saw out with vertical cleanup the actual full box. Now, that's far too much space, and I am absolutely dreadful at doing landscaping to fill things back in, which is part of why I was digging from the inside. But the ability to know what space I need to clear out without worrying about not being able to see the ground is probably a little bit more valuable. There. Something is loose over here. Question is, what is it? Fix the shovel while I'm just standing here absorbing teeth. Okay, I think that's just put everything in the repairs. That's it. Game? Okay, good. Good. Alright. So, let's see if we've got enough. We should. I could random thing. Okay, let's see. Efficiency 4. Breaking efficiency. Is that a 3? Efficiency 3 and efficiency 3. That should be fine. I just need to combine these two to make it a 4. Combine that one. I don't know if I want to. Maybe these are 3 at least. I could do that again. That'll give me an unbreaking 3. Yeah, let's make 2 efficiency 4 items. I think that's probably a better plan. These are disposable picks. And that one's disposable as well, but we've got some space. This is efficiency 3 and breaking 3. Yeah, I guess that's it. Put this back before I lose it. Should be enough to get us going. Then I can put these ones away, mostly. I'll probably keep the axe because it makes it easier for me to dispatch the unfriendlies. Oh, I get it. Okay. We're doing 2 blocks wide of the heads this time. Interesting. Sir, you can just, like, take a hike. Want to move? I'll make you move. Fine. 2 and oh, 1. It feels like there should be another one in between there. So let's see how far did that one go. People who flew, can you tell? How far can I reach? 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Put that one out there. There we go. Can I just take you down? See ya. Because I can. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Can I reach? 3. There we go. Alright. Back we go. It's quiet. That's a little scary, but I think we're okay. It said Diggy Diggy, and here we are, 45 minutes in. And it's easy. Or why are you still over here? Told you to go away. Oh, I see. Okay. There's a zone down there. I'm not gonna worry about that then. Because if I don't look at it, I'm okay. I mean, I may be dressed to impress, but flying in the nether at the moment, we've got other things to do. I don't need to scroll that badly. Yeah. While this business is useful, I'm staying away. I love it though. People have made what I'm assuming is designed to be a wither destruction chamber. That's my assumption. But you know what they say about assumptions. It makes a donkey out of you and me. Well, so that's where I slept last. Okay, that's not a problem. We just need to go and do a pickup of the alleys, and then we should be ready to dig. Which means, speaking of 45 minutes already in, which you're about halfway between now and the server reboot. I just have a question for those of you who do nether stuff. This isn't a problem, but I'm just idly curious. These hanging ones will spawn when I do the red mushrooms, no problem. The blue ones I have samples from Zerk, but so I can grow them once I plant them. But what actually triggers them to exist? Is it like once in a blue moon, that when you bone meal the Nylium, you're gonna actually get one? I don't know. I've never had one spawn that way. And I'll say this season, it's the first season I remember getting these vines. Doesn't mean that they didn't actually happen last season. I just don't remember it. Not short anything. Okay, good. Galleys used to live upstairs. That's probably a better place for them to live. But I had problems getting them to come out the door. And when I fly off the roof, they don't like to follow me. So when I'm not using them, I'll drag them back upstairs. Why did I just do that? It's a long way around. When I'm not using them, I'll drag them back upstairs. But when I have reason to have them about, then they might as well live in fear of the cats, I suppose. Tools. Let's put this one away and that one away. So I know these are the good tools. Okay, fortune. I mean, I'd love to mark this one as a good tool somehow with some sort of cute name or something, but I couldn't seem to think of one. Yeah, why have a Fortune 3 shovel is pointless, but it would be really nice to be able to make a flint block in this game. We just can't. And I know I rant about that quite a lot, so apologies to those who got stuck with it. Those can go over here. Oh, cyan shulker box. What? No. This is Pearl. Perks pearls. There we go. I figured if I stay, what's the word? Organized? I don't need to silk touch on that because it's just a shulker box. It just occurred to me I'd put the silk touch pick away. Smart. That's not great. Do I have... If I'm gonna go buying stuff later, then I should probably grab silk touch and stuff like that, but then also make these things like mending and so forth, like build a proper toolbox. I'm just really itching to make some progress on this sub so that I can start building down more, or up, actually. Up rather than down. So what we're going to do is reverse the plan. Plan what plan? Okay. That's not usually needed. Let's put this over there to separate. And something else random. We'll throw sticks down here. Sure. Efficiency and breaking. Oh, I didn't make a... Didn't get efficiency shovel. That's dumb. That we can rectify because it's a little easy-ish. I know I've only got 4 levels, so if I can't combine them, I might have to wait on that. Okay, buddy. Oh, that's not gonna help either. No, it'll work. You, sir, I need... I'm breaking 2 shovel. What have I got? I'm breaking 3. Nope, I need an efficiency shovel, sir. You have one? No. That's why. Okay. That's why. You're a strange man, really you are. Oh! Well, that's stupid. I didn't even know that you had this one. What do you have? Do you have a hoe in that category? Okay, you don't. Good. Yeah, I didn't realize I had a guy who makes a hoe. That's too bad. I went and spent real diamonds on it, so I'll have to go mining for more diamonds. Oh well. Okay, so that didn't work out, but we're okay. It's not like it's critical. So, yeah. Start with this one. Put this one away, because it's not great. Efficiency 4 and breaking 3. We'll start with... What do I have in here? This one. Okay, we will put those 2 away. That's kind of useless. Not useless, but not great. I just do not want a fortune pick. That's the big key. I don't want a fortune pick. Let's back it up. I'll just use the good one. Select touch efficiency 5, unbreaking and mending. I think we're okay. Let's back these out. Use the good stuff. Why not? And it's not totally wasted what we just did. We just needed to get there. Why am I still carrying shears? That's sheer madness. That can be a block. And go in the other box. Okay, shears, you can live up there. I think we're good. Maybe. Alright, let's go do some hacking and slashing. And take our buddies with us. We need to walk over here. Hello. Hey, boys. Oh. Need fence posts. That's what it is. Fence posts. I knew I was missing something. Family Guy. 2 characters from Family Guy. Stewie and Brian. There you go. Stuart and Brian are... Stuart is the kid you see in clips when he's, basically he's a little evil mastermind. Hello. He's a little evil mastermind, and he, is all kinds of trouble. He's the only, should say, he's the most adult behaving character in the show. I should have 1, 2. Okay, you all have jobs. Excellent. 5, 6, 7. If you suddenly disappear, it could be because you got eaten, and then Mike, would be happy with finding out that you guys are cat fodder. We can do this. Okay, let's go to the front door. Oh, no, let's just go at this door because cats and all that. Are you gonna come out this door? There's one with brains. 1. Really? You're the only one with brains? Hello? Thank you. We're getting there. They were halfway there. Dude. Okay, finally. Close the doors. This one, that one. It's like an alley exit. And we need to go southeast. For some reason I keep thinking it's southwest. I don't know. Or south. Yes. The other way around. Whatever it is, the other way around. Hello? Guys? I went this way. We have jobs to do. This is not alley goofing around time. Bud, where'd the last one go? Be you. Okay. Let's try and see if we can get down to the shore without these guys deciding they're going to go to something else. And eventually I will have a lot of the stuff with me. They're working very, very hard. Like the ones who sit and watch it or dig on the internet all day. Hang on a sec. What are we at? 3167, 4729-ish? Overworld? Okay, yeah. That is the one I got marked. Okay. So oops. I know they don't like the water. Run. Please. This is slow, but that's okay. We'll get there. Alright, so I'm gonna have to turn on the sub design again. Make it a little easier to explain what's going on. Quick. Come on. Maybe. Oh! And I made a big series of boo-boos. Yeah. I didn't bring any more shulker boxes. Okay. So we'll start with this one. 1, 2. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Hello. 2. 3. I know you want your job. 4. 5. Nope, not you. 5. I missed one. 6. Hey! Okay, fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. The loose one. Where'd you go? Back here. 6. And 7. Perfect. Alright. Now, that should allow me to fly back and grab the parts of the shulker boxes I didn't remember to bring, so that we can actually get going. Because one shulker box will not last very long. Ow. One thing to spread your wings, and it's another if you forget that by going straight down you're still going to crash. I want toolbox. Need that. This is redstone. It can stay. This is... Okay, I need these. 2 more. 1 and 2. I had the note blocks. There was something I was going to do with them. I can't remember. So we'll throw those in here for now. Yeah, I don't know if I need anything out of there, so I'll just put it in the box. What's in this and that? Anything in there? No. Okay, so we're gonna need that. Grab some more shulkers. Bean, please. Oh, you don't do it the cheaty way. Okay, well, that's fine. That ought to do for now, I think. Project boxes? Oops. You go on this side. Stuff. Pluckers can go over on that side. Slow format. 5, 6, 7, 8, and gonna need more. Oops, what am I doing? 6. I know 44 doesn't make a whole lot of sense. All of them. Why not? We can use some extra chests around here, right? Maybe? Ah! That's perfect, with one left. Alright, let's put the chest over here. Toolbox can go in there. We're gonna have some laid out. 2 more. Oh, whoops. I do need to take one of these out. And I do need that chest. I knew I had the chest for a reason. There's a perfect element of it. Okay, so this can go up there. Just take it with. Easier. Toolbox. I have room for... I do not. Okay, stitch that. There, okay. I think we're good. Toolbox really should have more doors in it as well, but that's okay. We'll go with it. Okay, I think we're about as good as we can get. I'm wearing the right outfit that I can switch when I get there. Oh, sleep! Sleep is not for the weak. If I run, will they snap me like dogs? Sort of. Sometimes I think it has to do with line of sight. And other times, I just figure they're dumb. I'm not particularly sure how I lost the last ones. Exactly. I mean, I have a really good idea. It probably had a lot to do with the fact that I flew. And I thought, oh, I'll be away for just a moment, and I'll come right back. Well, the just a moment and came right back was still short, but not short enough. There's actually a weird spit of land just over here that the little guys should, in theory, easily be able to go to. Problem is that they... I'm going to have to dig that out. So yeah, that's where part of it comes from. Okay, so this, over here, move it, actually, so move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go away. That's fine. Big long line. Not the one behind the tree. Not the tree. That doesn't work for me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be enough space for now. And there's the box. This is why I needed the box. Because you can't put built shulkers in other shulkers. Okay, guys. Are we ready, little boys? So, what I've done so far is I've been digging out part of the middle. As we saw, we had characters being crazy. So part of how I lost them also is that I went underground. You can start to see there's barely a line where I was trying to, yes, it's not chunk aligned, I'm aware. Where I was trying to mark the top of the sub. Except I had to go underground a fair bit because I couldn't reach all the way up. And we did a sawing motion to block that out. Why? Rather than just going straight in under the sub is because on not only is this looks big, you can see there's the box that matches. When you go underwater, your view, these are the blocks. If you're digging around through, like looking through blocks like this, you're not actually being able to see where the drowns are, particularly when they come from this corner over here. I don't know why. They love to come through from the corner that is extra blocked up. Right? So therefore, I don't like digging with this thing turned on. Which suggests that I shouldn't necessarily have to dig out the whole box. But if we start more or less in the center, and we go more or less towards each end, then we can just do a bit of testing here and there and see where are we with relation to the rest of the box. It looks kind of neat. We also artificially have light that we don't really have. So it's another piece. I'm going to, yes, I know, you guys are chomping at the bit. We'll get there. Just let me get the lanterns out. Okay? I need the sea lanterns. Neither this and that box. Yellow wool concrete. This is the one. This. The lanterns. This is the random drops. You know, drowned parts and so on. Let's move the doors. Okay. I think we're good. So, let's find a center section and get going. Pillar spot there. Throw down a lantern at this end. I'm gonna take out this top layer first, so I'll be able to put the lantern right in here. And maybe one in the middle, more or less. How about there, so I can take off the top layer. And I can't use my cheaty little spawn-proof ability thing because it doesn't actually work underwater. You know, it would be nice, but it doesn't. Hey, how are you doing, Wolfen? Oh, we're still in the dark. Fine. We'll put a lantern where I really wanted one. I'm gonna forget that's the case. That's okay. And then this is one. That's a real block. No, just kidding. Ah! I was asking, ooh. I was asking Creef last stream you had, what phrases that he was using, that he had started using since he became a part of the DC community. I am trying to ask that of just about all streamers now. And then, of course, understandably, in return, he asked me, okay, well, what is your answer to that? Seriously? Come on. Okay, so this one, yeah, it's orange. No problem, but let's pick escape. That. Config. Visuals. Do I care about date? Overlay type, wrong state. No. Okay, there we go. Or it's not visuals, rendering, box, placement, schematic overlay. Hi! Okay, let's make it false because I can see the schematic overlay element. I'm not quite sure what that overlay does, but it makes it actually, it's just as hard to see through. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we're going to throw another one in here. Now, the design was supposed to incorporate where I really want these to be. So in other words, every room should have a light, but we haven't built to that point to put the lights in for real. So if we see something as we go that we can do that with, then we will deal with it. Mullets making come. No, it's not. I would feel really sorry for Wolfen's kids if somebody actually fell for that. Oh, huh? One guess what I forgot. Down and over. No, we're not leaving. I just forgot about these guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. 6? Nope. 7. Where's the... the 7th one go? I had 7 leads, didn't I? 7 leads for 7 allies? Sounds like 7 brands for 7 brothers. Okay, well, see, there's the reason I have extras. Alright, that away in this box. We still pay for our kids to go to an adult barber, just because we found one that does well for them. Oh, I know what that, okay. I know what the overlay does. Hello. I should sink, okay. Find the little island. Where'd the island go? if I get the block render not to be there and the overlay, that would, yeah, that would actually help immensely. Well, it's funny, actually, in our city, we have, I'm not sure how old your kids are, and don't really need to pry, but we actually have a business in our city. They call it Beaners, and there's multiple different locations, and it specializes in kids' haircuts. They have a ball pit, and you don't normally get your haircut in a ball pit, but then they have, for the barbering seats, or the haircutting seats, they actually have the ride-on toys, you know, that you would maybe go and pay $1 or whatever to you know, get a little machine that can rock, but they don't actually work. It's intentionally disabled. It's just the kids get to sit on those. So there'll be a race car, there'll be, you know, all those sorts of things. And then they have a seat in the back for the parent. So, I mean, if one was like me, you know, a parent, and wanted to get my hair cut while I was there, I used to actually do quite well. I mean, straight's pretty boring. Straight and just trim off the ends is pretty boring. But also, I know that my son is a little picky. So, oh, maybe this is not the best place after dark? Well, we'll see what we can do here. Enable block. Schematic overlay. True. Schematic block rendering. False. What does that do? Huh. Okay. That's an interesting look. We're getting close to what I want. Block rendering. Error. Actually, I want the extra one. Enable rendering. Turn that off. Whoa. It turns off everything. Schematic rendering. True. False. So we get the box without the... Selection boxes. No. Oh. Placement boxes. Rendering. Okay, I do need that. False schematic overlay. Okay, I do need that. Vendor placement box size and closing box. What I want is the errors. I wish I knew what it was called. Marker? Connections. The content verifier. Okay. Static verifier use block models? No. Okay, I think we got that. Colors, hotkeys, info overlays. Warn. Block info. Okay, I think we're... Oop. Let's try here. Error. Error highlight. An error. Is there error? Nope, nothing in there. Visuals, one more. Error marker size. Okay, we'll go with this. Okay. And then, let's see what we got. What happens if I look underwater? Because there's errors down there. Wrong block. What do we have? Okay. I turn off the overlay. It's weird that we've got all these options, right? Oh, nope. I guess I do need that one. Guess I do need that one. Okay, well, so by not seeing what the block is, at least we can see there will be blocks here. I can see through it better. And the red shows up, which is the wrong block in that space, which is perfect because that shows us, aside from the central stuff, that shows us what we actually need to get rid of. It's the wrong block in that space. So this could actually be really useful. So let's just get to it then. I discovered I was doing a vertical run, which is slicing that rectangular box out. And the problem with doing it that way, drowning. Problem with doing it that way is that thank you. Who's the pokey guy? Oh, the sand. Okay. Here. The problem with doing it that way is that I end up underground, but I also end up with non-source blocks so that these things don't actually float. They actually get sucked downwards and don't come back. So the allies can't pick them up. With this, I should be able to see more of the trouble. See if we can... Oh. Oh. So the notion is that I'm hoping to turn all of these red blocks into blue ones. Oh. Come on. And clean out stuff that's in the way. Side, we want to make everything blue. Then when I need to surface, the allies can give me all the stuff, right? That's a theory. How well does it work? We're about to find out. Come on, allies. Do I have access to conduit? No, I don't. So we're dealing with a helmet that's got Respo 3 on it and Aqua Affinity. Yeah. If I had a conduit, that'd be fantastic, but I don't. If anybody has one they want to loan, that'd be great, but on the bright side though, the sub itself, yes, although it goes in although it goes through non-water lands in the movie quite a lot. Oh, I think we're clear. Okay. Although it does that, we don't have to worry about it a whole lot. Like, I'm starting with the aqua version of it, partly because of the bad pun about, you know, real subs go in water, but also because they talk about the sea of green. And I'm not going to make the sea green. That's just too much effort. I mean, that's another option I could do if I really want to make the sea green, is I could actually do the bounding box in glass. Green glass. And then, at least up to the surface. And then dry out the inside. But I'd have to be doing the inside with, like drying out the inside with, gravity blocks or dirt or something along those lines, because I don't have any sponges. And I'm sure because of the people doing guardian farms, I could probably rent a bunch, which just means we'll have a mining day looking for diamonds. Now, I did figure out how far down this goes, and we need to go down to 34. So it's not too bad. I mean, given that last season I went down, what was it? 150 by 150. Now, technically, this is actually much larger than that particular project. So there is more to be done. Back up. Now, on the other hand, by having a conduit, that doesn't necessarily solve the problem, because it lets me go down there longer. But as you can see, the allies don't go underwater. And because of that, if I don't come up every so often, they won't stick around. They won't pick up blocks. They have well, I mean, they'll pick them up, I guess, but they have nobody to give them to. So, I guess I could redstone up something that plays individual note blocks over and over. 7 different ones. It's a bit of a pain in the neck. So I just figured, yes, it's not the world's most entertaining content, but it's better than it could be. Hey, Valente! How are you doing?
Hello.
Today is Monday. What's your plan, man? Are you chillin'? Just for kicks? Or do you plan to have some stream time later today? Because we miss you. And it's not just about being able to raid into you. It's, I miss watching you. That's why I ask. If I could force these things to float every time, I would. If somebody else knows how, please do let me know. Oh, okay, here, take advantage of that. Oh, I got a bubble. So that's a no. Okay, that works. Works for me. Works for me. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing okay. So I'm trying to dig out the inside of my schematic. Just a heads up, that's cool. It also has occurred to me, we talked about underwater. I guess I will have to dry it out afterwards, so I still will be in the market for sponge rental. Because it just occurred to me I don't really want a whole ton of water inside the sub when we're done. I mean, it's a sunken sub, but there are limits. So yeah, we'll have stuff to do. That's outside. So yeah, we do need to go down to about 34 on this one. So we've got a ways to go. Give all of these fine individuals something to do. This is a good example of why I wanted the Silk Touch pick, not the non-Silk Touch. Yeah, that's cool. I'm genuinely at the point, Valente, where I just assume that you're not going to be. But if something changes, you'll let me know. And I do ask when you're in stream, and I have no objection to you just enjoying, by hanging out in stream. It's just, might as well check in, But speaking of Lego, it loosely reminds me that this week, unfortunately for everybody, there will be no Lego stream from me. I do have a build, but I didn't tell you guys what it was last week, but because it's the last easy-to-reach weekend before kids go back to school, then we're going to be taking them up to Arch Thunder's city, where my brother lives, and crashing with them for a little bit to go hang out at one of the larger malls, and see what else, like do some other touristy stuff in the city. We've been there before, because of course they live there, but we don't often get the chance to go, and they keep saying, we should visit, we need to come up. And they've got kids far younger than us, and they are very willing to travel back and forth. We are willing, we just never really get coordinated to have the time. So since the time has presented itself, we're going to make use of that. And that's why I'm not doing a Lego stream, because we need to drive on the Friday. It's about probably at a sane person's pace. Okay, no, let me correct that. At a legal pace, it's probably about 3 to 3.5 hours. Now, I will admit, I haven't done it this way, but I've known people that have done the drive in the summer, thankfully, in about 2.5 hours, maybe? Supposedly with stops. I know enough road sheriffs and stuff that I don't particularly want to think about what their ticket would be like if they actually got pulled over. Don't I have an ally that does dirt? I think I may have left him. Not left him, but as in lost him way over on this other side. Because they'll pick up things within about 16 blocks of them, which occurred to me, and that means that if I'm more than 16 blocks from them, they're carrying something, then they won't come to me. Come on, buddy. Here, let's do one more. This way? Throw it in the air. Oh, I guess it was underwater when I did that. Okay. So there's a chance that the allies will get too distracted by their job and not follow me. But anyways, so that's what I'm going to do, is take the time to go visit family. I think that's always worth it. Go. Make it a 2-block wide. We can fly up to the top part as long as we have a place to land. And I might as well give it 2 more blocks, just so that I have an easier way of getting onto the platform. This one, that one, and if I'm smart about it, which is not always the case, I may bring a bed over, that's another possibility. basically this is that island moved. Okay, so I think we've got all we're gonna get here. Let's just do a quick sort. Not bad. Okay, let's get back at it. Hello. Yeah, nothing more? Okay. Down we go. So the next round, of course, is me picking it up, because I can't make everything go up. So I do love the road trip. Funny enough, actually, related to road trips, I'm curious. How many people in chat are the type that get motion sick inside a vehicle? I'm sure I'm not the only one. It's not unique. But I'm the type that does. Which means that for many years, I don't mind, I mean, while I shouldn't pull late-nighters before, yeah, not as bad as when I was a kid. I don't either, but then part of it, like, as bad as I was when I was a kid. But then again, I don't, I've learned not to do some of the things I would do when I was a kid. And some of the stuff, you know, like reading and playing games, and oddly enough, I could get motion sick with a speak and spell. So there's an old one for you. So I'm looking forward to... Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to the trip, but I do get nauseous, and so I may actually pull an all-nighter, or not an all-nighter. I've done that too, but that's not smart. A later night the night before, on the Thursday, just because part of my response to dealing with motion sickness is I've trained myself to sleep in the car. And that's a lot harder to do if you don't need sleep, right? I sit in the front and that helps, but there's still a lot of things that, that I would like to see out the windows, you know? Could say, hey, look at that! I mean, there's not a whole lot of look at that between here and where we're going, just because it's prairies. But there's a couple things. I mean, like, there's a place not too far from us where they do the annual or regular hay bales with wraps on them that are sponsored by, I believe, a brewery. So it's silly, but the hay bales get stood up on end and have wraps around them to kind of look like beer cans. It's not useful in the slightest, but on the other hand, it's kind of fun to look at when you see them. You know, or ooh. Hello. I guess you can throw stuff at me on the edge of underwater. That's news. So the little guys are helpful. But these wraps are just neat to see, right? And then there's one, if we were headed west instead of north, we would see a farm field, or sorry, a ranch field, I guess, where the owner has filled it full of, or sorry, had done up all the fencing with canoe paddles. So that's a different one. I'm not used to that at all. So, the canoe paddles look pretty cool, and my kids always say, hey, look! You know, they've got a new one, or whatever. What the gent has done, it appears, is not just have canoe paddles as his fence posts, but that the, some of the canoe paddles are actually quite clearly just cut out of plywood or something. But it seems that every time you go by, as he gets gifted, or obtains in some other manner, commercial canoe paddles, that he slowly replaces the plywood ones with the commercial ones. So that's helpful. But anyways, the kids say, have a look, you know, he's got some more new ones. And there's another town, I think it's, I'm not sure which direction it is from our place. But anyways, there's another town that's got a farm just outside of it where the fence posts are all covered in trucker caps. Nobody knows where this guy gets his trucker caps. I'm assuming that because it's well enough known that he probably by now, oh, that's gonna stay there. Interesting. He probably by now gets gifted boxes of them. I don't I've never looked to see if there's a PO box on the internet that one can find. But that's a different one as well. But my motion sickness means that I don't actually get to see a whole lot of these things, and I would like to. So Fantastic Sherlock Fox is aware of this, and it just happened to come across his stream, smart home stuff. A gentleman in the UK who was testing an American device that's being launched on Indiegogo, where the device supposedly stops motion sickness by putting electrical impulses into your wrist, the nerves in your wrist. And it works for him. I don't know if it'll work for me. The logic on how it may not be snake oil makes sense to me. So what I'm not saying it's science per se, but the logic involved in why it might work makes sense for me. So then I go, yeah, well, we'll just have to see. But it's just too expensive at this point in the game for me to be jumping in on something like that. Oh, I must be full. Let's move this. This down there. This one over there. Can we sort? Yep. Full. Sorry, guys. Full. Where is? There we go. So, yeah. Well, I mean, I used to be into product that was called C-bands. And that one's one of those ones where you... Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a sec. That would be smart. Think about it. 6, 7. I think 8. I missed something. 1, 2, 3. Just 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. That one in there. That one in there. Okay. Back again. And depending on where I am, maybe the bed might not be a bad idea. Come on, 24? Okay. So, I'm looking at this sort of thing going, this is really neat. So the logic basically is that why one gets motion sick is the part that was the eye-opening bit for me, and I looked it up after. And there's some science to this, where one gets motion sick because your brain interprets whatever it is that you're seeing at that point in time because it doesn't match with the other signals in your body, or what you're feeling not matching with what you're seeing, etc., etc. It interprets that as though you've ingested something hallucinogenic or possibly slightly poisonous or whatever, and its response is purge. And it also makes you feel awful so that you want to stop consuming it. I see 6. Where's the 7th one? Oh, dude. Okay, the stone guy is over there. Okay, so anyway, that it makes you want to stop consuming it. Makes you want to purge. And that's sort of why that works. So the notion then with this sort of thing is that C-bands and whatever else it is that press on the tendons or nerves in your wrist are supposed to be able to send a signal to your brain that somehow just turns that off. We're not really sure scientifically why that supposedly works, but it does seem to in appropriate, proper clinical tests. I'm not talking this device, but they've done it in other ways, like where therapists and stuff will now, in good conscience, recommend things like acupressure. And that's virtually what you get with the C-band thing. Is basically it's supposed to be pressing on one of the pressure points in your wrist if it's properly placed. The situation becomes that not just that we, some people it doesn't work, but for me, it works for a while, and then it stops working. And I think the stop working part has to do with the fact that, like with all other nerve responses, if you get a repeated response for too long, in essence, it's like a nerve burnout. Your brain just ignores it for a while. And so because of my brain ignoring the, say the pressure from the C-band, because of burnout, like the nerve burnout concept, then that would explain why I have difficulty getting that thing to work for long. My thought, or my guess, sorry, on why this, electronic wristband concept might work better is that it could be used with things like gyros and stuff, so that the signal gets automatically turned on or turned off as necessary, as your system needs it, kind of deal. Not that it's reading your pulse or anything like that, but that it can use gyro to say, oh, hey, you're moving, and then send the signal, so your brain will turn off the response. But then when you're not moving, it just stops the signal for you. Whereas C-bands are one of those ones where if your pressure is there, like you have to keep putting them on and taking them off. Not even a matter of moving them. They're for those of you who haven't seen C-bands, think of one of the like fuzzy cloth hair elastics the kids wear. The kids have worn. I guess you can still buy them, but they're not as common. Anyways, but it's like a fuzzy hairband that you're wearing around your wrist with a stiff bead of sorts embedded in it, except the bead is spherical on one side, which is the side that you put against your wrist and it presses, and then the other side of the bead is flattened off so that, well, one, it's not in the way, but I think the other part of it is it allows you opportunities in a pinch to just flip the beaded part over so that it's not actually affecting you. That's my guess, but I just can't get that response fast enough for it to be effective. So if I'm on an event where the constantness is for too long, then when my brain stops listening to the signal, the event may not be over, like as in say a ferry ride, like a car ferry or something, might not be over, so I wouldn't have turned the band over. But this electronic one would be doing it in on and off related pulses, because your body can handle very small quantities of the message, and that sort of resets more frequently. So I'm wondering if that's where it goes. And truth be told, part of it is it's expensive at the moment on the Indiegogo, because scaling up production and whatnot is always going to be expensive. The perk that the gentleman talking about the device in his video rightly points out is that if he supports it, and the Indiegogo thing, he's already, because he's got a review unit, one of the early models, he's already ahead of the game, because if he supports it, they'll let him keep the review model, so he can just use it right away. He's got it. But for anybody else, because we don't have the device in hand, it becomes the same risk you get with every Indiegogo or Kickstarter or anything similar, is that you run the risk of, sorry. Oh, I hear one. Where are you? Let's go up. I run the risk of something going sideways, and then the money basically being gone. Now, some of the systems, I think Indiegogo was supposed to be better than Kickstarter, but I'm not entirely sure. As in, like, it's held returnable until the whole thing is funded. But that's hard to say. I don't know for sure how that works. So, yeah, there could be an investment and a loss. And right now, the tune for each device is probably about, I think we said about $250, I think it was, or maybe it was $230 American, which in Canada means you add about a third, more or less, to get our conversion. It's not always that bad, but that's what it feels like of late. And maybe it's closer to a quarter of the price to be converting into Canadian. So I don't really want to be spending, $300 or something on a gamble. I don't like Vegas that much. I don't like casinos that much. And this is really more of a coordinated casino in a way until you get your device back. And so, of course, also when it's this early, you can't guarantee that the quality assurance for all models is usable, reasonable. So, you know, there is that. But hey, basically what this gentleman was saying was that for him, it works. And I would love to be able to say the same thing about it for me. Because I'm one, just like him, that if I'm the driver, no problem. So hence our big trip to the coast, or the BC, Canadian West Coast this year for the Scout event that I went to in July. It was fine all the way because I drove. That's actually part of why I didn't want to ride with another set of leaders. Some of them had suggested carpooling everybody, and aside from the fact that one of the vehicles, this leader driving that one wanted to, as I say, bomb it out, but take the drive the entire distance in one shot. I'm not against that because it would have been like 12-hour or more drive. No, actually more than that. Because they want to do all that in one night, I just said no, not working for me. But also, had I gotten motion sick along the way, even if I hadn't been ill, it just would have made for a very, very, very miserable trip. So, definitely a no-go. And so by me driving, thankfully it was only my own kids. I mean, like we've talked about how I've got scouting in Canada has rules that you're not allowed to go with just one adult, not just in a vehicle, but to any activity for the safety of the youth. And why they've come up with that, I do know, but I'm, don't really know if I want to express opinions on that because it's divisive and frustrating. But anyway, the point for me bringing it up at all was simply to say that so because I had only my kids, I could get away with just being a lone driver, and I split it over 2 days drive so that it wasn't a huge taxing thing. But my kids also know that when they're driving with me, due to the ADHD and stuff, if I feel like I'm getting too distracted to be a safe driver because of something they're up to in the vehicle, I will yell at them to shut up. And they're not trouble. It's not, they're not doing anything wrong or bad or anything like that. They just know after years that if mom or grandma or anybody else says to hush, there's something right now we need to pay more attention to than whatever it is we're hearing from them. And that's great because they don't fight all that much in the vehicle, which is really nice. So my daughter just brings her earbuds, and they both had devices or books or whatever, and it works. But when I'm road tripping with Fantastic Sherlock Fox, it just means that we have to be cognizant of me not doing much more than staring out the window or possibly sleeping. I used to be able to knit, but that works best when I don't have to worry about actually looking at the pattern, so something repetitive. Dishcloths or socks or something like that. Patternless socks, I suppose. Anyway, we've been over this 6 Ways to Tuesday. We are looking geek out. Music from Disney, 2 songs about going on a journey. About going on a journey. For those of you that are sick and tired of kids' music, I will offer up the theme song to Little Einsteins, where they say they're going on a trip in their favorite rocket ship. What else have we got? I want to say, songs about a journey. I can't actually answer that one very well because Oddly enough, some of the Disney movies I've not actually seen. Like, I would assume that The Fox and the Hound has something along those lines. I don't, well, I mean, a lot of the other ones don't have musicals, or music numbers in them. So that's the thing. Not having a bunch of music numbers. I was thinking about, what do you call it? Like, whoa, American Tail? The thing about American Tail, though, is it's not a Disney piece. Do, do, do. Okay, little guys. Not being very helpful here. But that's okay, at least I've got... Oh. That's not good news. Here I am in the middle of a lake. Alrighty. Thank you! That's not good. Huh. You dirt dude. Oh, the sand guy thinks... Okay. He's stressing out over this one. Here. Better? Better, buddy? Alright. Anybody else? Because I'm moving so much? No? Okay. Back down, next layer. Yeah, this is actually going to work, I think. So I can see, if need be, I can see the trouble coming. We're going to get weird shapes digging out. With blanks and stuff, but it works. Whoa, don't push me. This is part of why I can't come up from underneath all that easily. Is because the waterfalls shove the blocks. I'm looking for the red blocks as we go. I know I have the big blue box on the outside edge, but that's not helpful for determining where we are. It doesn't give you the red box. Might be able to get your Hogwarts build realm. Aw, that stinks. So is it the realms that have been having issues and you're building a Hogwarts? Because those are amazing, but challenging. I've thought about doing that. I like Harry Potter that much, but I chose not to for the reason being, frankly, that I like it enough that I would be really critical. I've done references, but I've never actually done an entire build. And I mean, I've lost people... I've lost regular viewership people, certain ones, because of the interest in Potter. So there's also reason not to for that. Is this? Oh, that's the edge of the box. Perfect. Perfect. 10 minutes? Wow. So time flies for me when I'm having fun. So we're outside the box. We've got the interior. I'm looking for the errors, and I'm seeing the errors, but some of these don't appear to be marking the errors. And it could be just because we've got weird shapes going on. That stinks. That does stink. I've seen a few people doing something similar, and I'm looking forward to seeing yours. I know that some of the people on Truly Bedrock were working on a Hogwarts type place, and multiple people were working on the same project. I haven't actually spent enough time to watch enough of their VODs to see it all. I need air anyways. One, two, three, four. So we're not in the right spot. 5. 6, I think. Okay, so we're missing 1. That's okay. I think I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 over my head. Get that one. 6 is over there. Okay, so we missed 1. This is why I left 1 guy behind on purpose. 1 alley behind, so that when this happens there's 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that the one that was up here? I can't recall. And then there's 1 over there. Hello. Did you decide to join the party? Thank you. Yep. So anyways, when that happens, other guys I can deal with, right? Turn into dirt for me. I don't really want you. Sweet. I will. Thank you very much. That's very appreciated. Oops. Come on, you. Turn into grass. Turn into whatever. So that one can come down. Nope, that one can't. So, 1 up. Thank you. This one. I like them being dirt for stackability reasons, but I'm just using a shovel that's got silk touch on it so that we don't have gravel turning into flint every which way. Well, not quite. Almost. Almost. So we have about 10 minutes left. Let's see if we can get some more of this red. Of course, and everything in between. But, oh, come on. Sorry, very, very distracted today, and I don't know why. Not usually that bad on Mondays. But yeah, you can see why this project is a little bigger than I originally thought. Unfortunately, now that I'm here, I'm hyper focused on having it done, sort of obsessed with the notion of having it existing. So it's not like I'm going to suddenly change. Some of the things I wanted to build will unfortunately probably become carpet art, which means there's a lot of tree chopping in our future. Oh, for Pete's sake. Excuse me. One, this one. Please turn to dirt. And then I can collect you. Yeah, I do. Thank you. This. That. And aha! Faster way to get what I wanted. Okay, get out of here. We need to clean up. There's a ton of blocks that went underwater. Not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. Where's the worst of the underwater blocks? Down here. Are you actually going to float? Maybe? Someday? Oh, they go. Okay. I just need to be patient, I suppose. Where is... Done? Okay. That's fine. So I have a mess down here. Suck up some of this mess. Not start anything new. Here? Oh. Oh. At some point... Okay, do we have... Nope, I've got a lot of blocks over here. They're just not rising. This way. Why do I have blocks? Are they up above? No, we're not. Okay. Well, apologies to those people that dislike the trash. You know, we're Wolfen. Dislikes my trash. And everybody else's. We're not attempting to make waste. It just happens to be a waste-making enterprise. Because I could chase every single one of these little pink dots on the screen in the mini-map, and we'd still be here for eons. So, because of the little air pockets and lack of I don't know where those went. Not sure. Oh, now I know where they went. No, I'm not going down there. Not today. Anybody else? This is it. I'm gonna come and collect these guys. Just because I don't want to leave them out here. Oh, you trying to throw things at me and I'm just in the wrong spot? Sorry. Come on. Nighttime. I will put these away. Oh, ouch. Hi. No, I need that, but not yet. This one. Thank you. Go. 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 Come on. This one? There. That'll do it. What else? This in that box. There. And diary. In this box. Anything else? No. Let's sleep, and then we will go collect our allies and call it a day. So, blind viewer, could you do me a favor if you get a second? I don't know if you're part of my Discord, or even if you're in Discord. If you're in Discord in general, can you please just drop me a message at some point and remind me that your hello. Remind me that your videos are posted elsewhere, and even drop me a link if need be, because that makes it a lot easier for me to figure out that I need to do that. ADHD will make me forget quite easily that I need to do that. Thank you. Yeah, so feel free to just drop me a message. Even if you're not in mine, you know, a DM will do. Because that way I will be less likely to forget. Project boxes. Alright, I think we've got everything, mostly. Okay, so time to tie you guys up for the night, which just sounds wrong, but let's mark them. 1, 2, 3, 4, thank you. I had 9, right? So, where'd it go? 5, come on. 5, 6. Yay, all 7 showed up. I think. Trouble guy. Nope. Why? I thought I had a loose one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gravel guy is tied up. What am I missing? Gravel. Stone and a site. Granite, sand. Dirt. Where's dirt? That sounds dumb, but where is dirt? Dirt disappeared. Darn it. Probably enough, that's the guy who disappeared the last time. Well, the first one did disappear, I should say. Okay, well, that's 6. I mean, that fits only in that I was missing a lead as well, but... oh well. Too bad, so sad. thank you. Welcome on in. For those of you that have not seen the Discord, let me just throw this out. Sorry, my apologies, I missed that. There we go. So that's feedback, good, bad, otherwise, information, you know, tips, tricks, anything else. And my little red light's blinking at me in 2 different places. So if you guys aren't part of Discord, you're welcome to be there. If you already know me from another Discord, feel free to join or not as the mood strikes. We will be back at this tomorrow, but you can see that we have a project. I will get everything repaired up in between, bring back a new dirt guy, and hopefully we'll make some more progress. So, thank you ever so much for hanging out, for those of you that did. I will find someone else to raid to. I appreciate for everybody that came by for chatting or lurking or anything else. Also, redirected raid from Tom. I appreciate that very, very much. For those of you that, you know, disappeared and then bounced back. And if you're just lurking in with audio or without, I appreciate those people as well. Top of the tree. Top of the tree? Maybe. Let me just double check that. Nope. Aha. Nope. Okay, well, I'm not too surprised. Because you haven't had dirt down there for a while, so I don't know where the dirt guy went. That's okay. So in the meantime, I want to say thanks a million. We've been there, done that, and we're going to find a wonderful person to raid out to. We have... looking at who I've got local, that's not the word I'm looking for. Okay, so I have 1 page. Let's find live. Where's the button? Live? Thank you. Live. Browser moved on me. Okay. I think what we're going to do is, it's Monday. She's been at it. Now, we got a couple of... Wait a minute. Oh, he's not working, doing Minecraft. We're going to raid over to Jade. She's been up for about an hour and a half, but she appears to be on truly bedrock. Only disadvantage is that she's doing choppity of trees. So we did diggity of underwater stuff, ground things, and she's chopping trees. We'll be there eventually, just not the same day as her. So, let's take a look at that. Exit and come back. Can I actually use the easy button? Easy button. Actually, I should probably get a clip for that. I can do it. There we go. So, raid started. If you're the type that likes the emotes, mischief was managed indeed. If you're the type that likes the emotes, they are there for you. Subs on top, everybody else on the bottom. And otherwise, I guess that's just about it. Our clue spenders today had a lot of fun and made things interesting. Our moderation team today include the fine Scrub Lord, a wonderful Mama Bear, the amazing, fantastic Sherlock Fox, and the suspicious Zerk. Our conversation today was had from Poodle Pirate, Wolfen, Mike Burton, Reef, Valente Productions, The Blind Bugler, and we're off to Maribel Jade. So, have yourselves a fantastic day. I will be here, once again, noon-ish tomorrow, and we'll get back to the digging. In the meantime, say hi to Jade for me, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.